I love the idea of like reflection, and then I'm going to use mindful again.
Oh, good.
Mindful response, right? So like reflection on whether there's any veracity in what was spoken. And
Hmm.
then if so, a mindful response to either reconcile or own or just work through. And then if not, to take a minute to invite exploration. Yeah.
Yes. And I love when you keep bringing it back to mindfulness. I love it because I'm always so curious about this and I wonder about the overlap. That's why I appreciated that you did that little exercise with me earlier with containment and mindfulness.
Yeah, no, I think there is, yes, so much overlap, especially in that part of it. But I think in terms of it's one of the reasons I love mindfulness is I feel like it's like the front line response, like on a day-to-day basis as we're working through whatever it is we're working through, sometimes with a therapist on a bigger scale, sometimes just in our house with our kids, sometimes at work, so, right? Like whatever the setting is, sometimes in a relationship. Like we may need to call in the experts, right?
Mhm.
And then we may be able to get quite a bit done using our mindfulness tools, right? And
Yes.
then when you can tether both, even better, right?
Yeah, that's a good point. I didn't think of it that way. I guess like with containment and mindfulness, it is such a good, valuable, not even just beginning level. I mentioned this anytime those thoughts are coming at you or you're being persecuted, just keep revisiting this over and over. But the professional then may come in at a point where there's something bigger going on that's not in the mind. That's what we call the unconscious. And that's more of the psychodynamic approaches. We don't always deal with things as at the manifest level. We like to slowly get below and see what's going on under the hood, if I could say it that way.
Yeah. Yeah. No, and I think there's so much to that because I think that at least in my own experience, mindfulness was a crucial skill for me in being able to tolerate some of those subconscious realizations, right?
Yes.
Whether with a therapist or on my own. Like,
Hmm.
oh, this is actually how I'm acting in this situation, or this is how I view myself. And it's humbling, right? To
Oh,
come
yeah.
to terms with a lot of those.
Yeah, just the
And
fact that you could say that is so impressive. This is how I'm acting in this situation. Right there, like you're ahead of like, I don't want to put a percentage on it, but many people can't do that because now you're taking a bit of ownership, right?
yeah, well, thanks. It's hard
Yeah.
fought.